And Heather's here from Metservice for a look ahead at the weekend's weather. It's been a wet week, which we all know. Will it stay wet? That's the question. Heather, good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
Good to see you. We are sort of putting the wet behind us, but the cold coming back?
Yes and no. So the wet definitely behind us. Let's forget about it. It actually looks really, really lovely for the weekend. Today there's a couple of little features. They're going to produce a few showers, maybe some heavy showers again for places like Whitianga and Northland, but then they move clear and we've got high pressure for today. It continues to build tomorrow. High pressure is what we want. That gives us our very calm, very cold, clear conditions, maybe a little bit of fog, maybe a couple of showers, especially for those eastern spots like Gisborne and Hawke's Bay. But for the major centres like Auckland and Wellington, Dunedin, Christchurch, it's actually looking like a really lovely weekend. You mentioned it was going to be cold, and yes, it's winter, but in terms of actual freezing temperatures, this morning is probably the coldest day that we'll have for the next few days. Temperatures kind of rebound to sort of average for this time of year. So yeah, there'll be places in the South Island that'll struggle to get out of single digits tomorrow, and no one's going to warm any higher than 16 tomorrow, but actually it's in line with what we would expect to see for August.
Okay, so when I looked on the app last night and it said that it was going to be 0 degrees in Auckland tomorrow, I was looking at the wrong city.
You were looking at the wrong city?
Or
using the wrong app?
Well,
or
no,
maybe it was just a couple of wines deep
no wines on a school night. It was Metservice, and I showed my partner. I said, look, it's going to be 0.
I don't think that was Auckland. It would be newsworthy if Auckland got to 0 tomorrow. I mean, this morning was cold, and Auckland got to about 6 degrees. That was kind of the coldest we got to. Okay, so frost, yes, but nothing really serious.
Okay, and what about for the south? How cold is it going to get this weekend? Just standard, nothing too freezing?
No, so again, frosts, and those frosts will move inland. There might be some pockets of fog as well. High pressure tends to do that. And there will be some places that do struggle to get past sort of 10 degrees during the day. But again, there's not going to be severe frost. There's not going to be anything that is abnormal for this time of the year. It's actually just going to be a really nice winter's weekend for the country.
Great. When does winter end?
It's a little while. So we've got 4 weeks left, well, 4 and a bit, I guess. So meteorological winter ends on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
Today's the 1st of August. We're working towards the spring equinox, which is the 23rd of September, and that's when astronomical spring starts, if you like. So we do sort of still have 4 to sort of 8 weeks left of that real winter weather. So cold temperatures, likely to get another cold outbreak, probably another little storm system that comes through too. But the silver lining is that we're starting to get a little bit of daylight back in the days. So you and I will notice that. Anybody that does really early mornings or really late nights really appreciate when the sun starts coming out for longer. And compared to 4 weeks ago, we're having on average around New Zealand about 45 extra minutes of sunlight each day. And by the end of this month, by the time September starts, that's going to be another hour and 15 minutes. So we're there, we're getting there. We're just a little bit of a slow slog left for winter, but we're getting closer to spring.
Yeah, very good. Can't come soon enough. Thank you, Heather.
Have a good weekend.
You too. Enjoy. That's Heather Keats from Metservice with our weather update ahead of your weekend. It is 8 minutes away from